Hello and welcome. My name is Robin. This is Yoga Bliss. Today's yoga Vinyasa flow, we're going to be focusing on the core and arms, and hopefully it'll be a good workout with a mindful intention that we'll set in the beginning and always coming back to our breath. So starting on your mat, grounding yourself in a seated position, finding your sit bones, just allowing yourself to settle, being grateful for the opportunity that you're here and giving yourself this time. You might notice throughout the class small dogs coming back and forth. Don't mind them. Their beds are off here to the side, but they may want to make a cameo every once in a while, so a little extra entertainment for you. So I invite you to close your eyes. Again, feeling settled in your space. Being mindful of your breath as you breathe in and out. Bringing your awareness to the focal point just around your nostrils. You can feel the breath going in and out through your nostrils. Being mindful, allowing yourself to settle. I invite you now to set an intention for your practice. Perhaps it's a physical intention, keeping your core engaged. Perhaps it's more mindful or spiritual, focusing on your inner strength and your ability to be here on the mat, or just the gratitude of allowing yourself this time. As you gently open your eyes, we're going to begin to warm up the spine. Inhaling the arms up, lengthening through the spine. Exhaling the right hand down, I'm going to mirror you and reach over. Coming up, inhaling both arms up, dropping down and reaching to the other side. Coming back to the middle, one more time on each side. Inhaling up. Reaching back up again and bringing those hands down to heart center. Let's begin. Coming to a tabletop. Finding a grounding, really supported tabletop here. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Feeling strong in this position. Bringing the toes together, let the knees come out, and we're going to just take it back to child's pose. Wide leg child's pose to begin with. Taking the head down to the mat, really reaching, extending through the back and the shoulders. Coming back up to tabletop, and then bringing it back down to child's pose. Bringing it back to tabletop here. And once again, finding the stability. We're going to reach the left arm up as we open the chest, twist from the torso, threading the needle, taking the left arm underneath the right, laying the left ear on the ground. Right arm comes up above your head, or perhaps it comes back around to the left hip to open up the right shoulder, and just hold that stretch there, opening up the shoulders, keeping those hips even. Coming back to tabletop, opening up on the other side this time, right arm opens up, twisting from the torso, taking the right arm underneath the left, right ear down, left arm extends overhead, or perhaps comes around the torso to touch the right hip, opening up the left shoulder while you're stretching the right. Coming back to tabletop, Taking a few minutes here just to stretch our wrist. So one hand at a time, turn the fingertips back to the knees. You can give a little rocking motion, turning the other wrist, just allowing some time to warm up the wrist. You can turn the hands to the side. Again, just warming those wrists up, whatever feels good. Bringing it back to tabletop and into some cat-cow. So as we inhale, opening up the chest, lifting the head up. Exhale, rounding the back, pulling the hips under. With your own breath, at your own pace. Extend, hold if you need to. Continue to round. One more inhale here. And exhale. Coming back to neutral tabletop, extending the arms out in front of you, keeping the hips over the knees, lowering the upper body down as you reach those hands out in front. Chin or forehead comes to mat in a puppy dog pose, stretching the upper body, upper back. Slowly coming back to tabletop, finding that grounding again in this position, making sure you feel supported. We're going to begin to engage the core, warm the core up. It's important to remember our bandhas, those energy blocks we have throughout our body. So we've got one in the pelvic floor. So imagine a string pulling up on your pelvic, pulling up through your pelvis, engaging the pelvic floor, and then the lower abdominal. Imagine that coming in. Again, energy lock to feel supported. Not moving the knees, keeping them hip distance apart. We're going to lift up the right leg, extend it straight back. Keeping the hips still facing down to the mat. Back strong. Engaging the core, feeling that strength. If you feel stable enough, you can extend that left arm. Again, working the core here. And then slowly bringing the knee and elbow in, extending back out. Bring it in, extending back out. Exhaling as you bring it in. Inhale. One more here. Extending out. Lowering the arm down. Taking that right foot across the body on the outside of the left. Extend through the spine. Reach over, looking over at over your left shoulder at your right toe, feeling the stretch in the side body. Inhaling the foot back up. Lowering it down, setting up for the other side, extending that left leg out. Again, feeling the strength, engaging those bandhas. Bring them up. When you do that, you can actually feel the tilt in your pelvis to strengthen your back and keep it straight. If you feel stable enough, reaching out that right arm and bringing knee to elbow, extending back out, pulling back in, reaching out, keeping the back strong. Hips are facing down to the mat. One more time here. Extend out. Feel the strength. Feel the core beginning to warm up. Lower the arm down. Take the left leg to the right side of the body, looking over your right shoulder, getting that side twist. Slowly coming up, coming back to the middle, setting it down. And now starting to warm up a little bit more of the body. We're going to take it now to a chaturanga from this tabletop. So we're going to do that by coming a little bit forward, lowering down just like we would, knees, chest, chin, but we're going to come down chaturanga, and then we're going to come back up and go back to child's pose. Okay. Just figuring out the technology. So again, from tabletop, we're going to lean forward, come down to chaturanga, come back up, and then push back to child's pose. So come to tabletop, lean forward, bring the elbows in, hovering, not going all the way down, pushing up, and sitting back to child's pose. Let's do that 2 more times. So tabletop, lean forward, coming down to a modified chaturanga. We're on our knees, just halfway. We don't come all the way down to the mat. Pushing back up, sit down. I think we can do 1 more. Tabletop, a little bit forward, coming down chaturanga, pushing back up, and back to child's pose. Great job. From here, we're going to come up, tuck the toes, taking it to our first down dog. Giving just a minute here, whatever you might need to do in a down dog, walk your dog, get adjusted. Feel the strength of this position. Open your shoulders. The point is to lengthen your back. So if your knees need to stay bent, that's just fine. What we're looking for is to bring the hips up, shoulders down, and really get some length through the back. So from down dog, we're going to continue that core work. We're going to lift the right foot up to a 3-legged dog, keeping the hips pointed down. Don't let the hips open. Keeping the hips pointed down and taking it back to a plank. And now take it back to that 3-legged dog. This time we're going to take the knee into the chest, coming back to the plank, holding here, extend back up. This time taking the knee to the right elbow, extend back, and now crossing the body, taking the knee to the left side, hold, extend back. Great job. 3-legged dog, just take it back to a plank. Back to that 3-legged dog. Take it down, hold the down dog. Take a minute here. Setting up on the other side, lifting the left leg, 3-legged dog. Bringing it to a 3-legged plank here. Bringing it back. Taking that knee into the chest. You take that plank forward. Again, a lot of good core work here. Taking it to the left elbow. Back up. Crossing the body to the right elbow. Back up. Taking it forward again, just to that 3-legged plank. 3-legged dog. Back to down dog. All right, we're going to do it again. I'm going to provide some advanced options if you want. Just maintain what we just did, or you can try some of the options. So lifting that right leg up, 3-leg down dog. Come back to plank. 3-leg down dog. Bring knee to chest. 3-leg down dog. Take that knee to the right elbow. Option here to extend the leg out and hover. And then bring back. Extend. This time crossing the body. Option here to extend the leg. Putting that right foot on the ground. Opening up to fallen star. A little bit of a side plank. So your left arm is up. Right arm, a little bit of a twist, side body plank here. Taking it down, bringing the knee back, 3-legged dog. Taking it back to a plank, 3-legged dog, and back to down dog. Great job. Other side, setting up. Left leg comes up. Coming 3-legged plank. Pushing back up. Knee to chest. And that plank. How are those abs feeling? Cores engaged. Don't forget about those bandhas. Bringing the knee to the left. Option here to extend out and hover. Take it back up. Taking across the body to the right. Option to drop. Lift the right arm up. Fallen star. Join that side plank, feeling strength. Dropping down. Taking it back. Come to a plank. Three-legged dog. And back to down dog. Great job. I think we can do it one more time. Bringing the right leg up. Bringing the knees to chest. Back to three-legged dog. Right elbow. Extend the leg out if you want. Taking it up. Left elbow. Extend it out. Falling star. Coming back. Three-legged dog. Dropping down. We took out the planks that time. That's good. All right, lifting the left leg up. Knee to chest. Three-legged dog. Left elbow. Extend that leg out. Three-legged dog. Crossing the body. Dropping the leg down. Opening up. Fallen star. Take it down. Three-legged dog. And taking it down to down dog. Great job. All right. Getting our legs a little more involved here. We're going to come back to a plank. Hold the plank here, feeling nice and strong. Bringing the right foot forward, lowering in between the hands, lowering the left knee back, taking it to a low lunge. Coming up. So plank to low lunge. Reaching up with those arms. Little back bend here. In fact, we're going to open up into a bigger back bend. We're going to take cactus arms and extend back, looking up at the ceiling. Don't forget about the bandhas, pulling up, lengthening through. Taking those hands, framing the foot, stepping back to a plank. Holding the plank here. Now stepping the left foot forward, dropping the right knee down, bringing it up, low lunge. Reaching up. Feeling strong in that front leg, pushing the hips forward, back bend, pull the arms down, cactus arms. Feeling that stretch in the top of the right leg. Bring those hands, frame the foot, step back to plank. Holding the plank for just a moment. Stepping the right foot forward, low lunge. Drop the foot down and take it back to a half split. Stretching out the back of that front leg. And then slowly bring it back up to a low lunge. And just take a few minutes here for a flow. Whatever feels good for your hips in this position. Just taking it between a half split and a low lunge. One more time, holding it in that half split. Feeling those hips are even. Don't let one hip pull back. Pull them both straight back. Coming back to the low lunge. Stepping the right foot back. Holding the plank. Step that left foot forward. Drop the knee down. Low lunge. Sit back. Half split. Coming forward, low lunge. Again, taking a few minutes to do what feels good for your hips. Pushing those hips forward, pulling them straight to the back. And holding here, sitting straight back in that half split. That's Baxter. Glad he's able to join us today. Bringing it back to the low lunge, stepping both feet back into the plank, holding here, low Baxter. Dropping the knees down. We're going to lean forward, take it back to that chaturanga, taking it all the way down and bringing it up to a cobra. So we're just getting that back warmed up. So it can be a low cobra, reaching through, taking it down on the knees, pushing it back through to child's pose. I'm not sure if it keeps recording when the screen dies, so we're learning. So we're in child's pose, coming back up to the tabletop, and just like we did before, lower down, chaturanga, come all the way down this time, push forward, open up into cobra. Option here, you can lift your feet, take a little bit more of a back bend, drop down, take it all the way down, pushing on your knees as you come up halfway back to child's pose. One more time, bringing it to tabletop, leaning forward, taking it all the way down, nice and controlled, reaching through your spine, coming up to cobra. Option, take a little bit more of a back bend, take it down, and push back, wide leg child pose. Coming back to tabletop, tucking those toes under, bringing it to down dog, holding here in down dog. Looking forward as you slowly walk your feet to the top of the mat in between your hands to a forward fold. And just allow your body to enjoy this last bit of warm up. Knees can be slightly bent if your hamstrings aren't ready for straight legs. Option here to take your hands into a basket, shake your head yes and no. Engaging the bandhas will lift your abdominals up off your thighs, get a little bit deeper stretch through the hamstrings. Bringing the hands down, lifting halfway up, really extending from the hips. Exhale down. This time, inhale, sweeping the arms up, bending the knees if you need to, coming all the way up to mountain pose. We're going to start our practice with a few sun salutations. We're going to start with sun salutation A. Doing it a few times. I'm going to cue the breath, but just know if you can't get the breath, it's okay. The important thing is to keep breathing. So this is a great time to begin Ujjayi breathing, victorious breath. In through the nose, out through the nose with sound. So you should hear it roll in the back of your neck like an ocean wave, or some people say Darth Vader, where if somebody was with you or if somebody is with you, they'll be able to hear the sound. Recalling the intention you set at the beginning of practice. Settling in as we begin. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back to chaturanga, knees, chest, chin. Up dog or cobra. Exhale to down dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale, heels up, look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Coming back to mountain. One more time. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra as you inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, looking forward. Heels up, bend your knees, jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, down. Inhale, arms come up. Back to mountain. I said one more time, but I also meant a few more times. So inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, jump back, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, heels up, bend your knees, look forward, jump or step to the top. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bringing your arms straight up. We're going to try to do sun salutation B. So it's a little different, adding on a chair and a warrior one on each side. So we'll take it slow the first time. We'll speed up the last two. Inhale, arms up, come into chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bring the right foot forward. Bring it up, warrior two, warrior one. Exhale, take it back, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Bring the left foot forward. Bring it up, warrior one. Exhale down. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Holding here. 2 more breaths. Inhale, heels up, bend knees, look forward. Jump or step to the top. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up, hips back, chair. Exhale, back to mountain. One more time. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, jump back to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, left heel drops down. Come up, warrior one. Exhale, taking it down, back to chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Bringing the left foot in this time. Warrior one. Exhale, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward, lift your heels, bend your knees, jump or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up into chair. Exhale, back to mountain. Great job. Inhale, back to chair. Taking it straight back to chair, holding it here. You can also bring your hands in heart center if that's more comfortable for you. So again, engaging those bandhas, keeping the back straight, sitting back, strong in the chair. Again, arms can be here or here. If they're here, bring them back to heart center. Inhale, lengthen the spine. We're going to twist to the right. So taking your left and hooking it onto the outside of your right leg. But when you do that, your left knee is going to want to pop forward. So you have to work to really get your hips back. Baxter has his ball underneath the couch, so it might be an issue. Coming back to the middle. And now twisting to the other side. So taking that right elbow, hooking it to your left leg, watching the right knee that it doesn't pop forward, pulling it back with the hips. And bringing it back to chair. And slowly coming up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Taking a few moments here to relax and forward fold. Again, lengthening the hamstrings. Going to do a few more twists. Taking the right knee, bending it slightly, bringing the right hand to the front, opening up the left arm for a standing twist. Left arm comes down, place it in the middle. Left knee slightly bends as we open up to the right. And bring it back to a forward fold. Slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Coming to the top of your mat, we'll begin our flow. Have a lot of options for optional vinyasas or just to meet in down dog. So this workout can be as much as you want, or you can pace yourself. So standing at the top of the mat, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, jump or step back to chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Taking it back to down dog. Right leg comes up. We're going to stack the hips, bend the knee slightly, and open up here for a slight hip opener. Keeping the weight evenly distributed in the shoulders. Stacking the hips, feeling the strength of this pose. Bringing the legs straight back and bringing it forward in between the hands. Dropping the back heel down, coming up to warrior one. So again, hips are facing forward in warrior one. Front leg is strong in the lunge. The back leg, the toes are about 2 o'clock, 45 degrees, but they can be whatever is comfortable on your hip. Hips can be aligned, or if you need a little more support, you can step the left leg out. So we inhale, we're going to exhale and open up the arms, open up the hips now, facing forward to warrior two. Again, feeling the strength of this pose, reaching out with the arms. We're going to cartwheel the hands down, stepping back, taking it down to a chaturanga for optional vinyasa here, or you can step back to down dog. And we meet here in down dog as we lift the left leg up. Again, bending the knee slightly, opening up, stacking the hips, keeping the weight evenly distributed in the shoulders. Don't let your whole body roll over. Nice and strong. Extend the leg back straight. Bring the knee in forward. Step the foot. Drop the back leg down. Come up, warrior one this side. Again, feeling stability in the legs. Hips are facing forward, so the work here is to turn the hips to the front. Feeling on that back leg, the pull and strengthen of the hip flexor as you work to get the hips to the front. Holding here in warrior one. I'm going to turn around so my back is not to you when we open up into warrior two. Again, reaching through with this leg, strong and steady, opening the hips now to the front, looking over your front arm, feeling the strength of this pose. Cartwheel the hands down. Step back, optional vinyasa here, or you can meet in down dog. So chaturanga, up dog, to down dog. Everybody meets in down dog. Lots of options. I'm going to have to keep going back and forth just so I can keep in contact with you. This time, reaching the right leg up, bringing it straight through, coming back up, warrior one. Open up. Warrior two. Reversing that front palm, keeping strong in the legs as you lift the right arm up to reverse warrior. Option for your left hand can be just gently down the left leg, or around your torso, like you're putting it in the front right pocket of your pants. Lengthening the side body as if you're in two kind of panes of glass, nice and flat. Reaching, reverse warrior here. Taking it back to warrior two. Now in this warrior two, we're going to keep the legs strong and steady. And we're going to twist the torso. So we're just going to take this right hand and move it clockwise, bringing the left hand to the front. Now the right hand may not be able to come all the way straight to the back, but get as much as you can in twisting that torso so our legs are staying stable. You're going to feel the pull in this back hip flexor as you rotate the torso around to just a twisted warrior, keeping those legs strong. Breathing, moving your breath where you feel the resistance. Using that ujjayi breath, coming back to a warrior two, feeling the strength, cartwheeling those hands down, stepping back, optional vinyasa here, or meet and down dog. Bringing the left leg up, stepping the left leg through, coming up, warrior one. I'm going to stay here this time just so you get a view from the back. Open up in warrior two, reaching, extending, feeling strong in this warrior two, rotating the front palm up, keeping the legs strong. As you lift the left arm up, again, you can gently slide the right arm down, wrap it around your side body for that reverse warrior. Feeling the strength, reaching up through that left arm. Coming back to warrior two, feeling grounded in the legs, twisting the torso. So now the left arm is swinging counterclockwise, and we're twisting the torso. Perhaps you see a difference in the sides. I can go a little bit further on this side than I could on my last. Engaging the bandha, lifting the torso up, which will help engage the back, the hips, holding that twisted, feeling the engagement in the legs, taking it back to warrior two, cartwheeling the hands down, stepping back, optional vinyasa here, or meet back and down dog. Right leg comes up, stepping it through, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. We're going to take it now to triangle. So we're going to straighten that front leg. This back leg may need to step in just a little bit. And if you have a block and you know you need it for triangle, please feel free to get it. So the front leg is straight. Arms are out just like in warrior. We're going to keep the arms straight as we lean the body down, the front leg, the right leg, coming to triangle. So again, the work of this pose is keeping the hips facing to the front. Lengthening the side body. We're not collapsing down. The goal is not to come all the way to the floor to where we collapse down here. That's why a block is important. It's more important to keep the side body open and engaged as we come down that front leg, making sure that our neck is not compromised in any way. You can look up, but if that's too much pressure, you can look down or keep neutral. Most importantly, paying attention to your hips, working to keep them to the front. Triangle pose. Slowly coming up. Keeping the legs as they are. Again, twisting the body. This time bringing the left arm more to the front. You may need to adjust your stance. Legs stay the same. Hips are now facing the front of your mat and taking it down to a reverse triangle. So hand can come to the inside of your foot. If you can take it to the outside, you can do that as well. Or you can use your block. Again, it's not about how far you can come down. Perhaps you're just here, which is fine. You want to work to extend out from the hips and turn your shoulder. And maybe this back arm just needs to go down because you just want to practice on rotating your torso, and that's fine too. And just open up. So lots of variations here. Honor your body. Where you are today, you'll see a difference on the other side. As you come up, cartwheel the hands down, step back, optional vinyasa here, or meet back in down dog. Taking the left leg up this time, bringing it through, coming up, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. Taking it to triangle. So again, that back leg might need to come in just a little bit. Keeping the hips to, like I'm keeping them to the curtain here. Make sure I'm not going to lose you there. Arms come up, slide down, just giving you a different angle view here. So working to keep the hips facing the same direction, opening up that side body. Coming down, if this is as far as you can do, that's just fine. You can use a block, maybe even a soup can, whatever you might have in your house to give you some extra, bring the ground up to you. Hold here. Perhaps you can feel a difference on this side of your body. Again, holding, using the strength of the side body, engaging the bandhas. You lift up. Slowly coming up. I'm going to come up to the side. So now taking it to twisted. Again, twisting and bringing the right hand down to the ground, to the inside or to the outside of the foot. It's a little more challenging on the outside. Legs are straight, but if you need to bend your knees, that's just fine. So I'll demonstrate with the block here, lifting, twisting up. So again, reaching out from my hips, lengthening my spine, opening my torso. I have more twist on this side than I did on the other side for this reverse triangle. I'm also using a block though, which gives me a little more stability as I lift. Slowly coming up, cartwheeling the hands down, stepping back, optional vinyasa here, or meeting down dog. One last add-on, we're going to take the right foot and just step it forward. Bring the left foot a little bit closer, come up into pyramid. Option to hold your elbows or to take reverse prayer hands. If you've got that kind of openness in the chest and flexibility in the wrist, otherwise holding the elbows is fine. Both feet are facing forward. Right foot is forward, chest is open, hips are facing forward. We're just going to lean straight down on that front leg, not collapsing on the front leg. In fact, engage the bandhas will lift us till we're not resting on that front leg. Just holding it in this pyramid. Relaxing in the stretch. Again, maybe it's just here, and that's just fine. Feeling the stretch in that front hamstring. Coming up, let's step the other foot forward, and now step the right foot back. Again, both hips are forward, both toes are facing forward. Maybe change the grip on your hands. If you're gripping one way, reverse the way that doesn't feel as natural. Open up the chest, lift through the spine, and fold forward. Pyramid pose. Again, feel what's good for your body. If you need to step in, not collapsing down, but reaching down, feeling the engagement in your left hamstring. Stretch, slowly lifting up. Option here, last vinyasa. Take the hands down, step back, chaturanga, up dog or cobra. Take it back to down dog. Bring the right leg up. Take it through. Come up, high lunge. Going to our next next flow series, going into balancing. So finding the strength in this high lunge. Again, our bandhas are engaged. Our front leg is where we're going to find the strength and stability. We're on our toes of our left foot, reaching up here. If you want to challenge yourself, you can keep your arms up the entire time, or you can bring them to heart center to have a little more grounding. So we're going to push off of the left leg and bring the knee up, holding this balance. And again, engaging the bandhas. Adjusting here a little bit. Keeping the left leg up, we're going to step back to that high lunge. So again, you can lift the arms for a little challenge or keep them here at heart center. Working slow and with balance, using our core. A lot of core engagement here. Again, finding the stability in the right, pushing off with the left toe, bringing it back up and hold. Nice and controlled with that left leg as we step back to high lunge. One more time, bringing it forward, knee up, hold. Excellent work. Dropping down, stepping back, high lunge with the right foot. Right foot's back, left knee's up. I just unplugged the computer, so that's super helpful. So again, we're on our back toes. That leg is straight. This front knee is bent, engaged with our bandhas. We're finding the stability in this left leg with our core as we lift up. Right knee comes up. Feeling the balance. Using our core to hold this leg up. Stability. We're going to step back, high lunge. Again, maybe try one. I'll try one with my arms up. We'll see how I do here. Bringing the knee up. Ooh, okay, not too bad. Stepping back. I think we have one more. Knee comes up. And take it down. All right, setting up for some more balance. If you have a strap, you can use a strap for this one. We're just going to balance the legs to the front. So finding stability in the right leg, bringing the left knee up. And if this is enough, you can just hold this here. If you want an additional challenge, you can use a strap around your foot or a yogi toe lock, which is your two-piece fingers around your toe, and extend up. There's a lot of core engagement here, so we're lifting up those bandhas, lifting the spine, still breathing, finding the balance. No matter where you are, let go of the foot and hold the legs straight up. I'm going to turn to the side a little bit just so you can see. This is more core engagement, even though you might feel some cramping in your quad. Hold it up as much as you can. Even if it starts to fall, that's fine. Holding it up, holding it up. It's not about how high, but it's about engaging the core, bringing those shoulders down and back, finding the strength, and slowly drop it down. Great job. Let's do it on the other side. This time bringing the right knee up, finding the stability in that left leg. Turn a little bit better so you can see. Again, you can keep it here. You can even hold if you need to. Using a strap around your foot, you can extend it out, or yogi toe lock, take it out straight. Find the balance, the strength. Pulling the hips down. So some people find it easy because they can lift their hip. Don't do that. Find the hips, bring the hips down. Releasing the foot, using your core strength. Lifting through your spine, engaging those bandhas. Shoulders are down and strong. Lifting. Do you feel the difference on this side from the other side? Perhaps. And slowly drop it down. Great job. Just checking our time here. We're doing great. All right. Setting up for dancer's pose, our last balance pose, and then we've earned some much needed floor time. So once again, finding stability on that left leg. We're going to bring the right leg to the back, grabbing the inside of the right foot, and you can just hold it here, almost like a quad stretch. And if this is enough for you today, then just enjoy the balance and the power of this pose. If you feel like you can challenge yourself, we're going to push from the foot. And as we do that, the body will come forward, extending the arm out into dancing Shiva. Lengthening through the spine, stretching the front side of the body. Feeling the stretch on the right side of the body. Bringing it down with control, not like that. Nice and control. And stepping down. Good job. Setting up for the other side. Just a little technology check here. Okay. So this time, taking the left foot, grabbing the inside of the left leg with the left foot. I like to kind of meet my toe and my thumb together, holding here if this is enough. Challenging yourself with your arm. Pushing into that left hand if you can. Opening up. Bringing the front body down. Opening up, dancing Shiva. And with control, a little bit better on this side. Coming down. And we're going to lower slowly. We're going to take an inhale here. Lift up on the heels. Slowly drop down. Slow and controlled, keeping the heels up. Bringing the hands to the front. Stepping the feet back. Taking it to a wide leg child's pose. You have earned it. From a wide leg child's pose, we're going to take it down onto our stomach. Do a few more poses to strengthen our back. We've done a lot of core today. Want to make sure our back is getting the strengthening as well. All that core, we've done core, back. So we're going to do some lotus. There's a couple options. We're going to kind of keep it simple today so you can keep your head down. If you have neck issues, you can keep your head down on your forehead or perhaps on a cheek. And we're just going to lift the top and the legs together. So lifting, hands are back, legs come up, using our back muscles to come up in lotus and slowly drop down. And just rest here for a minute. Trying to keep our feet together when we do that, but again, it might take time. If it's enough just to lift your legs, perhaps you don't want to lift your whole body, you can just do that. Try one more time. Inhale as you bring your chest and your legs up. And slowly drop it down. Resting here for a second. Bringing our hands up and back to child's pose. Coming back to tabletop, setting up for pigeon pose. So we're going to take the right knee to the right wrist, extending the left leg straight back, engaging the inner thighs. We're going to lift the hips up to center our hips as we extend that left leg straight back and then sitting it down in pigeon pose. Now some things you can do if you have a pillow or perhaps your right hip doesn't reach the ground, you can use a block or a pillow and put underneath the hip. That'll help keep your hips even and let you settle down in the stretch a little bit more. You can stay here or you can, again, use a block, come down to the ground or a pillow, folding down and just allowing the stretch in the right hip. Holding the stretch for about 90 seconds, allowing the muscle to release. It's a wonderful hip opener. If pigeon is in your practice and you want to take it a little bit deeper, continue to hold what you have, or you can take this advanced option, reaching back with your left arm to your left leg. A little bit of a stretch here in the quadricep. So if you can keep your hips open, again, this is a little advanced, depending on where your hips are. Slowly dropping down, coming up, lifting the back leg and sweeping your left leg back to down dog, shaking your legs out, setting up on the other side, bringing your left knee to left elbow, or left wrist. Again, engaging the hips as you lift up, settling down straight, right leg's coming straight out of that hip, holding here in pigeon as you relax down, using a pillow or a block here if your hip doesn't reach all the way down, just to allow yourself to settle in, coming to your elbows or perhaps all the way down. And giving yourself time to settle in this pose. And again, if pigeon is in your practice and you do this often, you want to add the extra twist you can, taking your right hand, grabbing that right foot, just opening up the side body, stretching the quadricep. And taking it down. Lifting up, bringing both feet back, taking it to a down dog just to walk those feet out. Back to all fours, crossing the heels and sitting back, extending the legs straight forward. Taking it to a seated forward fold. This time just relax yourself over your legs. Don't worry about keeping your back straight. Just completely fold over your legs. Slowly coming up, bringing both feet together to a butterfly. Once again, just rounding the back over the legs. And slowly coming up. We're going to take it to boat pose now, just to finish with a little bit more abdominal work. So lots of variations for boat. Going to find your sit bones, find that balancing point, and lift up in the back, making sure we're not sinking back. We want to lift up. So if this is enough, then just stay here. If you can maintain that posture while extending the feet, you can do that. I'm curious when I play this back if I need to do that every time it goes black. I'm not sure. So holding the boat, lifting up again through the abdominals. Your abdominals are pulling those arms up. Trying to get at a good angle here so you can lift up. Knees come up. Take a break. And then take back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lower the boat down. Extend out. We're going to hover. And then bring back. It's a little tough. So if you're here, you can just open it up a little bit. And then bring it back. Open. And then bring it back. If you're up here, using your core, you can lower down. You can even sweep the arms up over your head. And then bring it back up. Just try a few more of those. Again, perhaps you're here. You just open your boat, and you come back. Open, and come back. This time we're going to take it all the way down. And melt down to the ground. Excellent, but we're not done yet. We're going to engage the legs. So take the right leg, flex the foot. We're going to bring the left leg up. Foot flex, nice and strong. So the legs are strong. Holding here. And again, working the core. We're going to slowly lower that left leg down. And to where you feel the engagement stop. So it might not be all the way to the ground. We're going to lift up. And then we're going to take it down. It might just be right here when your back starts to engage. And it just depends on your core strength, and that's fine. We're working to build that up. So wherever you feel the edge of your strength, the edge of your engagement, that's where you stop. So it could be here, working to build that. One more time, taking it down, and bring up. Now we're going to keep the left leg up and we're going to grab onto it. So it might just be you grab on at your hamstrings or your calf, or perhaps you can grab your toe, yogi toe lock, and just take a stretch here. Whatever you do, don't grab onto the back of your knee. So just stretching the leg out, wherever that might be. Could be here. Slowly drop it down, keeping that leg engaged, so foot flexed, right foot is flexed, and now we're going to lift it up. Settling down, feeling anchored, and slowly drop it down. Inhale as we lift up. Exhale as we drop it down to that point of engagement. So wherever you feel, don't go beyond your strength. Abs are doing the work here. Lifting up. Not holding our breath. Inhaling as we come in. Exhaling as we drop down. One more time, bringing it up. And again, grabbing on at the thigh, perhaps the calf, if you can grab onto the toes, and getting that full leg stretch. And taking the leg down. Now we're going to do both legs. Again, I apologize for my lack of technical savvy on this first video. Feet are going to come up. Both feet are engaged. Feet are flexed. If you need extra support, you can take your hands under your hips for extra support. And slow and controlled, we're going to lower both legs down. Again, you may not be able to go all the way down. We want to just hover right above the ground and bring back up. Depending on where the strength of your core is, maybe this is enough. And then you come up, Monkey Baxter. And take all where your point of strength is. Inhale. Exhale. Let's try two more. those knees into the chest. Great job. We're going to open up into happy baby. So it's grabbing the outside of the foot, taking it straight down. Another great hip opener. You can also grab onto your toes, pulling them straight down. Hold here with happy baby. Maybe rock side to side. Bringing the knees back into the chest. Extending the right leg straight out. Taking the right arm on that left knee as you take it across your body, reaching the left arm out, looking over to the left arm as you twist side body here. Bringing both knees back into the chest. Extend that left leg straight out, grab the left. Take the left arm to grab around the right knee, bring the right knee across the body. Right arm extends out, look over to the right. Bringing both knees back to the middle. Bringing your head up, making yourself into a little ball. And exhale your body into Savasana, corpse pose, relaxing onto the mat. You have earned it. Coming back to your intention, I invite you to slowly close your eyes and reflect on the intention you set at the beginning of the practice. Regardless of the intention, it's important to thank yourself for coming today, taking the time to experience my first video. I'd love any feedback you have for me. Just taking a moment, coming back to your breath. Feeling your belly rise on the inhale. Feeling your body relax on the exhale. Inhaling that fresh energy. Exhaling, releasing whatever resistance or tension is left in your body. Inhaling and releasing with the exhale. Keeping your eyes closed, I invite you to bring your arms up over your head into a full body stretch. Bringing your knees into your chest as you roll to your right side in a fetal position. And when you're ready, coming back up to a seated position where we started. Keeping your eyes closed, taking a moment just to feel the fresh energy in your body. And just reflecting on how your body feels after a practice. Capturing that feeling. Reflecting on your intention. Most importantly, thanking yourself for being here. Taking your hands, rubbing them, building heat, taking them over your eyes as you slowly blink your eyes open and take your hands down to heart center. Thank you again for enjoying this time of yoga with me. I'd appreciate any feedback you have. I look forward to seeing you on the mat again. Namaste. The light in me acknowledges the light in